It's a pleasure. I have played this guy's songs forever, and he just keeps on with the hits. 15 gold, 8 platinum albums. Position this guy as the man who has sold more records, more tapes, more CDs than any of the, well, there are only 4 people who have sold more in the last 2 decades. He's an activist, especially concerned with trying to create a more sustainable environment. The new album is entitled The Flower That Shattered the Stone. And from that album, Eagles and Horses, John Denver is here.
Horses are creatures who worship the earth. They gallop on feet of ivory, constrained by the wonder of dying and birth. The horses still run, they are free. My body is merely the shell of my soul, but the flesh must be given its due. Like a pony that carries its rider back home, like an old friend who's tried and been true. I had a vision of eagles and horses, high on a ridge in a race with the wind, going higher and higher, faster and faster, like eagles and horses. I'm flying again. Eagles inhabit the heavenly heights. They know neither limit nor bound. They're the guardian angels of darkness and light. They see all and hear every sound. My spirit will never be broken or caught, for the soul is a free flying thing, like an eagle that needs neither comfort nor thought, to rise up on glorious wings. I had a vision of eagles and horses, high on a ridge in a race with the wind, going higher and higher, faster and faster, on eagles and horses, I'm flying again, flying again, I'm flying again. My body is merely the shell of my soul, but the flesh must be given its due. Like a pony that carries its master back home, like an old friend who's tried and been true. My spirit will never be broken or caught, for the soul is a free flying thing, like an eagle that needs neither comfort nor thought, to rise up on glorious wings. I had a vision of eagles and horses, high on a ridge in a race with the wind, going higher and higher, faster and faster, on eagles and horses, I'm flying again, flying again, flying again, flying again, I'm flying
It is a pleasure.
Thanks very much. My pleasure, Rick. Thanks for having me on your show.
I love those chord changes. I mean,
some of them were pretty interesting, yes.
No. I mean, I'm telling you, those classic riffs, you know.
Thank you.
I mean, were you a real cowboy buff when you were a kid?
Yeah, I always have been. I have horses. I like to spend as much time as I can on them, which is not very much. And there's just a lot of stuff that I feel in that song.
It's like they call the wind Mariah, you know. That feeling,
one of those.
You know, one of those. Ooh.
I'd like it to be like
those
that.
Goosebumps, and you see the Ghost Riders coming out, you know.
Yeah, I think that'd make a lovely video, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see a lot of him.
Well, we almost made one for you. We got more bushes. I'm trying to figure out who paid for all this stuff back there.
Yeah,
He's John Denver, the Bush King of Hollywood. Yes.
I was knocked out. That's very nice. Thank you for doing that for me.
Sure. You know, you spearheaded the move about Aspen and everything, and John, now there's this migration of furs and women and men and credit cards. Are you
Big mistake on my part.
Do you have any regrets about that?
Well, no, I don't know that I spearheaded that. I guess I was one of the first people. I lived there actually before I got very, very successful. And I think it saved me in a whole lot of respects. I mean, I love Aspen. I love being somewhere where I can see the stars at night. You know, you don't see the stars anywhere here in LA except in your studio.
It is true.
Yeah.
You know, it is true.
Yeah,
and they're little light bulbs, but hey, don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Where's the clearest sky in America, if you had to say?
Oh, anywhere above about 10,000 feet is a pretty glorious spot.
And you've been there.
And I've been there, yes, sir. I rode Rocky Mountain High. There's a period in August when there's the 12th to the 15th is the Perseid meteor shower. Mm-hmm. And I took some friends on a camping trip to see this meteor shower. And they all thought, you know, oh, great, we're going to see a little shooting star, that little flash in the corner of your eye. Oh, well, there was the one. Did you see that? And so we had a wonderful evening. I went out on the lake. I have a little raft that I carry. I always take a guitar and I sing some songs. And pretty soon we all got ready to go to our individual campsites for the night. And I thought everybody was going to sleep. Mm-hmm. And we were watching these little things, little flashes that you see. And all of a sudden one went smoking all the way across the sky.
Oh, wow.
Like you can't imagine what it looks like. You swear you could hear it. And from all over the camp, wow, did you see that? So...
It used to be like that everywhere.
Watching them, and
It used to be like that everywhere.
Well, practically everywhere. It's hard to remember, you know.
You're really into this, the heavens and astronomy, and correct me if I'm wrong, but John Denver wanted to go up and was willing to pay up to $10 million to get in a space capsule and go out into space.
Close. I got the whole citizen space program started here in this country, and I really expected to fly, and had been told that I would fly, and then of course we had the terrible accident with the Challenger. I was invited to fly with the Soviets at the time, and still they invite astronauts, cosmonauts from other countries, and the price tag is $10 million. Mm-hmm. I was in a position where I had that waived, and I had a flight scheduled. And of course the story that broke was that I offered them $10 million to fly, and it's just not true.
Oh, wouldn't that have been fantastic? You still want to do it?
I'd still like to do it, yeah. I'd give anything to go into space, and for a lot of different reasons. You know, personally, I'm a pilot myself. I've been a science fiction buff since I was a kid. I'd love to do that, but there was a whole lot more behind it. I think NASA deserves much more support than they're getting from our government, from our people. I think there's a misunderstanding about what NASA's doing and how much benefit we're reaping from the peaceful exploration of space. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to serve them in getting them the support I think they deserve. I'd also like to get young kids interested in education again and get them to have the feeling that there is a brighter and better future out there and that it involves them, it includes them. I think there are a lot of people who don't feel that way today.
A country boy saying things. How about that? Your brother, John's brother, sent me a tape, and I played it on the radio. You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember the Gary Hart song?
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the lyrics or any of the song?
So, can I do this?
Yeah, sure.
When Gary made it to the Senate, he started making hay. Gary started making practically everything that came his way. He liked taking a position, but when all is said and done, his favorite position was the missionary one. So he went into the politics game. Yes, he went into the politics game. Warren Beatty told him, "Looky, you can get a lot of if you get into the politics."
That's great.
You ought to know that leaked out. It was never a single record.
No, but it could have been
it would have been a number one hit for me.
It would have been number one.
Oh well.
Tell me about this White Memorial appearance you got coming up. It's
That's Saturday night, doing a benefit at the Century Plaza Hotel, and the White Memorial Clinic is a wonderful place here in town, and it's one of the few places I know in the country that will not turn away a patient. And they actually get paid for about 40% of what they do. They have an incredible prenatal ward. They're just doing great work and deserve all the support they can get, and I'm very happy to be able to do something for them Saturday night.
We're happy to have you here, too. And coming back, he'll be singing again tonight for us, John Denver, the one and only. Stay here, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Oh, man. Police Chief's here tonight. I'd like you to meet some of